Hey, everybody. John here for Everyday Crypto Taxes. I want to welcome a guest today, James Harnsberger. He's an enrolled agent. So I figured with all the talks we've been doing with Jason and some of the big deals going on, we thought it would be definitely worth everybody's while to get some information on taxes and how crypto and NFTs and all that stuff kind of affect that. So, James, thanks so much for being here today.
Hey, John, thanks for having me. Thanks.
You bet. So
hey, don't forget, hit that like button, right? Because
smash it.
Smash it. You're going to love all of this stuff about taxes. And then if you want to get notices and keep ahead of it, just hit the subscribe and we'll send it out to you.
Absolutely. Get the biggest hammer you can find and smash it. So,
bam.
So, all right, cool. Well, thanks for being here. And so let's dive in. So there's just been, anybody that gets on YouTube and starts looking around, you start digging into crypto and everybody gets excited about the opportunities and the projects and the money you can make. But there's not a lot of opportunity to hear really good information on taxes. So why don't you fill us in on what about crypto taxes? Why does it matter?
Well, I think the biggest thing that we need to pay attention to is that it's very evolving right now, right?
Right.
And it's not like this showed up like last Tuesday, right?
Right.
This has been going on for a while. We jumped in late 16, early 17, and started doing a real deep dive in 2018, 2019, as myself, a bunch of really smart accountants and tax lawyers, other enrolled agents started putting together just some really good information that led to where we are today with Crypto Tax Shield and the Home Biz Tax Shield.
Right.
And so the way I like to describe this to clients, and I've got clients that are whales that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a day in crypto. And I've got people that are losing a lot per day in crypto. So I got it all over the map, right?
Absolutely.
I'm not going to give any investment advice. We're in a couple of things that we're pretty happy with. Gala is one of them. We've got 3 of those founders nodes, and we've got some NFTs and things like that. We've got Bitcoin, some other stuff that we've been building. But I like to describe it like 2 parts to a coin, 2 sides to a coin. And if you're involved in crypto, pay attention, because this is really where everything starts in terms of how much money you're going to be able to keep in those gains or profits that you're making. The first thing that you have to really decide is the type of crypto activity that you're engaged in, right? Because the character of that activity in large part is going to define the kind of tax income that you're going to have to recognize and report. And the second part of that coin is the manner in which you do the activity, right?
Right.
So those 2 things combined are going to decide your tax outcome. So let me just go through a quick list.
Please.
The type of crypto activity, if you're just buying crypto and holding it and investing, that's pretty simple.
Right.
You're an investor, right? Just like investing in stocks, right? If you're trading crypto, very different tax character, very different rules. If you're mining with a rig or some other device that you're mining crypto, very different rules.
Right.
If you operate a node and you're getting daily rewards, right?
Yep.
Node validation and you're getting airdrops, taxable recognition event the day that you receive it.
Gotcha.
If you're doing NFTs, there's 3 ways that you can do NFTs. You can buy them and sell them, flip them and trade them. You can invest in them, or you can use them like in gaming platforms, right?
Yeah, right.
So those 3 different ways on NFTs all have a very different tax character.
Right.
You can go into crypto in a staking arrangement, right?
Sure.
Now you have a very different type of animal from the tax perspective in whether you're going to have income today or income or capital gains tomorrow. You can be paid in crypto. I can hire you, John, to do some little tweak on a website, and I can say, look, I'll pay you in Gala tokens, right?
Right.
And you say, okay, I like Gala. I'll take 5,000 Gala,
right?
And I can pay you. So that character triggers a different tax recognition event. And then the gaming, which is going to be just one of the most explosive areas in crypto. That's going to lead to wide adoption where everybody, you got 13-year-old kids making $1 million a year. Their parents don't even know.
Right.
And now they've got a kiddie tax problem, KIDDIE, because the kid just made $1 million and now you got to put it on your tax return and mom and dad just got a big tax bill.
Right.
So those 8 areas, right? You need to really decide. And we've got people that are in all of these.
Right.
One person in all of these different 8 areas.
Yep.
So imagine what your tax return is going to look like trying to account for all of this different activity, right?
Absolutely.
Now, the manner in which you do any of those activities, are you doing it as an individual, self-employed, or investor? Are you doing it as an LLC? Or a single member LLC, which is disregarded for tax purposes and like being self-employed?
Right.
Are you doing it as a managed member partnership LLC? Are you doing it as a partnership, a C Corp, or an S Corp?
Right.
Each of those kinds of manners in which you're doing the activity then decides how the activity is going to be reported and what tax rules. Are you using corporate tax rules or individual tax rules or sole proprietor? So I think the biggest confusion, and I see this on, like, for example, Gala's Discord, well, I got 65,000 in my treasure chest. I'm getting 1,500 Gala tokens a day. And until I move it to the blockchain, I don't have an income recognition event. Yes, you actually do. You have an income recognition event the day that you are credited in any account that you control with any reward, whether it's an airdrop, whether it's a mining token, it doesn't matter.
Right.
And then when you move it to the blockchain, now you have a capital gain recognition event because you moved it to the blockchain. So you have 2 reporting events, 2 triggering events. And so the cool thing about Crypto Tax Shield, in the library, we created a whole platform of content, information, and worksheets, for example, using Gala, because we love Gala,
right?
Of how to account for your daily and your monthly, your quarterly and your annual income based on all of these navigational rules. That's the most important message I'd like to share with people today.
Yeah.
As you're hitting that like button and finding out that, hey, maybe, I mean, there's nothing wrong with YouTube, but there's just a lot of noise, right?
Of course.
I go up and I've watched about 300 now of those videos on crypto taxes. About 15% of them are pretty close to being accurate, but they leave off so much more, right?
Yep.
And you can only cover so much in an 8 or 10 minute video. So I get that. But I think the thing that is really important, because it's only going to keep growing, we've got to help people understand the first thing to do is decide the kinds of activity that you're doing,
right,
and then decide the manner in which you're going to do the activity. That's going to create your tax future, because we're all going to be dealing with the IRS.
Oh, for sure. No, and there's a couple key points there that Jason and I have tried to impart onto folks, is that as crypto, NFTs, and everything sort of in that sphere enter mass adoption, people like the organizations like the IRS start taking notice, right? So they start coming after what they think they're due, right? So at the very least, people need to get educated. And best case scenario is to find somebody like yourself, find somebody like Crypto Tax Shield and HomeBiz Tax Shield, because we're trying to be a light in the dark, and we're trying to blast through that noise and give people real education, so they don't get in trouble. Like, you and I are on the same page. We want people to make a lot of money, but we also want people to keep a lot of money. It doesn't do much good to make a lot just to hand it over to somebody.
Well, and you make a good point. I mean, one of the things, and I go back to one of my old back in the day mentors.
Yeah.
And I remember there was a time in my life running a business where, it was always about the risk, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, it's too risky. Oh, it's too speculative. I don't know whether I should do it or not do it, or blah, blah, blah. And I found myself, like a lot of people, I'm sure you find yourself in this situation, that the decisions that I was making were really made based on time or money. I don't have time, or I don't have money, right? Yeah. And I learned a long time ago that when I make decisions based on time and money, I'm giving up whatever my dream is or whatever my purpose is to do the thing that I really want to do. And what we really want to do is help people understand that the knowledge of what to ask, whether you're working with this tax professional or trying to do it yourself, if you don't know the question, then you're never going to get the answer. And if we do anything, we're going to help people understand to ask different questions.
That's right.
Because this is going to be a big part of everybody's life going forward. Yep. And I can only imagine when the audits and the enforcement of audits start happening, how confused people are going to be. We're doing 2 crypto audits right now. And I can tell you, they're not like a regular audit.
Right.
They are an audit from hell.
Yes. Yes. Well, James, this has been great, man. We're going to do a couple of these a week starting soon, and we'll start answering people's questions because we're going to get real specific. This is a nice 30,000 foot view of why it matters, but we're going to go and do some deep dives into strategies and things that people need to know, because I really do think that this is a very lacking area of education. Yeah.
You're right. You're right, John. And what I'll do is I'll work and see if I can get a couple of our really bright tax attorneys and maybe a couple of our CPA guys and gals that have been helping us, and maybe get them on to look at different perspectives. Please. Because at the end of the day, we're all going to be dealing with this and trying to navigate this. And I think the Everyday Crypto, you guys are doing a great job on that. Cool. But I think that this tax play really has to start coming forward now and help people understand that it's going to be a big deal if you're doing crypto. So I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, not a problem. Thanks, James. Until next time, everybody, just check out CryptoTaxShield.com. Got a great
hit the like button.
And hit the like button. Smash
hit
it.
That like button.
Jump up and throw your whole body on it if you have to. But anyway, we'll do this again real soon. And thanks for joining me, James.
All right, take care. Thanks so much. All right.